All right, welcome back, everybody. Since we couldn't get Carson Mueller out, we got UCF alum Ethan Tangney. How are you, bud?
Doing pretty well.
So he is one of our favorite players from South Florida. He was up here. Were you 4 years?
I was, minus the COVID year, but I played all 4.
So he played 4 years here, and we're all about people in the game. This is a great person here. Let me tell you a little bit about him. Came up here, got his degree, came up from South Florida, played through COVID, like he said. Last year, we're doing Veterans game with Embry-Riddle, which we're doing again here. We do a joint weekend with Embry-Riddle. That's a great, great weekend. We salute all veterans. Future veteran. He is in the Army. He wanted to be, when I did the interview, I didn't know this at the time. When I did the interview, Embry-Riddle has a bunch of ROTC kids. Makes sense, right?
Yep.
They're an aeronautical school. They got a lot of guys going in the military to fly. Embry-Riddle had their guys. UCF, I look and I get my notes, and here he is. Ethan is an Army medic, wanted to be an Army medic.
Yep.
Said you've wanted to be an Army medic forever, and now tell everybody what you're doing this week.
I am going off to Bullock, which is pretty much training to be an Army nurse instead.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for your service. Thank you for everything you did here, first of all. But as a future veteran, tell me what you're thinking. Like, what was your inspiration to say, I want to go in the military and do this?
Mostly it was, I gotta say, my uncle, my grandparents, they all served, so it just kind of drove me down that line. And then my parents were both EMTs, so I was always raised in the medical side of things.
So you got everything from the family.
Pretty much, exactly, yep.
Wow. That's the quality of person. Listen, I'm 60. I love to see the story. I mean, I love hockey. Jason and I have a good time broadcasting. But to see the story with you guys that are on the ice, you get to wear your school sweater, you get to play the game we all love. But, like, the big focus, Ethan, is what am I going to do with my career? And we all want to do something fun that we enjoy. But not only are you going to do that, but you're going to serve your country. You got to be very proud. Mom and Dad and your grandparents and all, they got to be very proud of you.
I believe they are, and luckily for me, I was able to combine them both. Like, I didn't have any issues with the ROTC and hockey at the same time,
Amazing.
So I got to continue both things that I love. And I got to tell you, I had some of the best 4 years of my life with this team right here. So
I was floored when you said to me last year, it was something along the lines of, I want to be an Army medic and I want to be on the front lines. Like, you were just, I'm in, man. I'm going to go help these guys and girls that are serving the country and obviously put yourself at risk. So obviously we want you to be careful when you know, and hopefully you'll get to stay tuned. So you go away for how long now? How long is training?
Training's 2 months. So I'll be in San Antonio, Texas for 2 months. Then I'll be in North Carolina for at least 2 years, if not more.
And then you deploy in and out of North Carolina?
Exactly, yeah. So they'll just send me wherever they need me.
So because I don't know enough about it, how many people, how many medics do they assign per a unit?
So medics are different. That's the enlisted side of things. So that's more maybe
officer.
1 or 2 months. Yeah.
Officer Ethan.
I did take the kind of cheat route. I went ROTC, so I did graduate and commissioned as a second lieutenant as an officer. So I'll be a nurse, more on a little bit back. So the medics will be front lines helping them stabilize.
Right.
And I'll be first line treatment in the hospital with them. So.
Wow. Amazing. So now we have an officer and a gentleman. But you know what? That is so amazing that you get to do that, and we're so proud of you. And like I said, you know, as far as going in, are you going to try to make it a career, or are you looking at just your initial commitment, or you think you want to stay the whole 20? Or
right
what?
now, my plan is 20. As long as nothing changes, 20 is the goal. After that, I still think I want to stay in. Like, I don't see it as something I'll not enjoy. But obviously the future's always up, so we'll see what happens in 20 years.
Well, I'll tell you this. You guys at home know I'm in the mortgage business, and there's 3 kinds of loans, conventional, FHA, and VA. The veteran loans that we love to do at Seminole Money Tree, the veteran loans have the lowest default rate in the country. During the crisis, when you were younger, 2007, 2008, when the market crashed, right? The default rate on an FHA loan was 10%. Conventional was about 5%. You know what VA was?
I don't.
1%.
I love to hear
Never got
that.
over because of the people, the quality of the military. you take pride in what you do. You take pride in being a veteran and your benefits. So when you get out, I can do a loan for you.
I'll hit you up for sure.
But, I think that speaks so much about the quality and of person that you are. Your mom and dad raised, a great kid. We got to go to nationals,
Yep.
In Philly 2 years ago, so that was fun. You got to experience everything.
It was a great time. Unfortunately, I was on injured team during that period, so
Yep.
I didn't go to Philly. But I loved seeing the
You
team
were
there.
part
I
of
followed
that.
every game. Absolutely.
Exactly. You know what? It was just like when the Eagles won the Super Bowl and what's his name? Our tackle was out. Carson Wentz was out. They're still part of the team.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, if you didn't sacrifice yourself to get out there, the team doesn't go, right?
Yep.
I mean, it takes everybody, particularly in our sport.
Yep. I'll tell you right now, I don't regret a single thing I did. All 4 years. I love playing this sport,
Yep.
and I don't think I would do anything differently. So.
Well, we obviously miss having you. I saw him tonight in a place we won't mention, the men's room, and I'm like, what are you doing? I for a minute, I thought you were in grad school. I was
Yep.
like, are you playing tonight?
I would love that if I was, but unfortunately, no. Just here to see the home opener.
So now that you're a new analyst at DSPN Live, what's your assessment?
We had a rough start. I'll say
think?
that. It was
We
a
had
rough
a rough
start.
30 minutes.
We did.
They were down
Hey.
5-2 with 10 minutes
Yep.
left in the second period.
We've always been a third period team in all 4 years. I don't know if we've ever had a great start, but I
because
see
you're-
we came back. They had, I think, 3 or 4 shots that second period
Yeah.
total. So, hey, hopefully that continues in the third, but that
Listen,
was
just because your coach is a little slow doesn't
Yep.
mean you have to start slow.
oh, absolutely. No.
Did you go in the locker room before the game?
I did. I'm staying out of Mariani's way. I'm no longer on the team, so I'm stepping back, but
Right.
I still talk to the boys every now and then. So
I just wonder if you went in and
Yep.
gave the veterans that a handshake.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
That's
I came up here
awesome.
to see them, see the rookies come out play. We have a lot of rookies. Like, I was surprised by the amount of people I didn't know on the team.
Yeah.
But you know what? So far, it's been a back and forth game. I like the competitiveness. I've never really been used to it with Miami, but
Right.
so.
I know. They come up last year. They come up with 10 guys. We had
Yep.
11 guys in the box at one point.
Yep, I was one of them.
I know.
Great times.
They had 27 guys that
Mhm.
they brought up this weekend.
I know. It's
27 guys Miami brought here. They haven't done that in 2 trips, let alone 1. All right, 2 minutes left. Thank you again.
Thank you
You're
for
always
having me.
welcome. You stay in touch. DSPNlive@gmail.com. If you're watching, let me know. And we'd love to get you on the program for whether you're in North Carolina, San Antonio.
absolutely.
wherever
I'll
you're
hit
gonna
you up
be.
whenever I'm watching.
All right, pal. Tell your mom
All
and
right.
dad I said hello. Stay safe.
Will do. Thank you so much.
All right, talk to you soon. We'll be back in just a minute.